Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Todd Weller. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer for Bandura Cyber, and I'll be joined by Marie Knight, one of our great product managers here at Bandura. Thanks for joining us today for the webinar on Amplify Autonomous Cyber Defense with Cyber Intelligence Marketplace. We're really excited to talk about a number of things today. As far from an agenda perspective, we're going to take a fresh look at Bandura and our platform. There's been a number of changes over the last year and a half in terms of value positioning and really what we're bringing to the table. And so we want to make sure you get a fresh look at all the value we're providing. Then we'll give an intro to the Cyber Intelligence Marketplace. We'll take a high-level look at our marketplace partners, as well as our expanded partnership with Domain Tools. And then Marie's going to give you a quick tour of Cyber Intelligence Marketplace, and then we'll go to Q&A. So from a Bandura update perspective, you're going to see us talking about autonomous cyber intelligence and defense. We've always been about threat intelligence. We've expanded to cyber intelligence because it's more than just blocking bad stuff. And we're really taking intelligence and doing enforcement. So we've put this together in one real easy to deploy cloud-based solution. And when you look at what we're doing, we do three things really well. We make the world's leading cyber intelligence accessible to everybody in real time. We simplify the deployment of cyber intelligence with automation. And then we allow you to defend your network with autonomous enforcement, so allowing you to protect your network with the cyber intelligence. So what problem or problems are we solving? So it starts with the current model for consuming cyber intelligence. It has challenges. It's complex, it's expensive, and most importantly, it's ineffective. So you can see kind of on the left side, there's just tons and tons of cyber intelligence data that exists out there. So how do you kind of acquire that? How do you deal with it? And then once you do that, how do you manage it? It takes significant resources, and that's time, money, staff, systems to really manage and optimize feeds. In a lot of cases, it requires a threat intelligence platform or a SOAR type system. And then you have to do something with it. And what we've found, for many years, right, it's very difficult to incorporate external cyber intelligence data into next generation firewalls. Most firewalls can only block, a few 100,000 vindicators, not the hundreds of millions you really need to protect yourself. And then blocking can cause latency with the firewall as well. And the result here is big gaps in protection. Depending on your organization size, these problems, these three areas will differ. So for example, if you're a small and mid-sized enterprise, historically threat intelligence or cyber intelligence has just been way beyond your scope because you really have limited resources. If you're a larger enterprise and you've made investments in threat intel feeds and you're using a threat intel platform, your problem tends to weigh more to the right side here in the enforcement side. Regardless of where you are in that spectrum, it doesn't matter because what we've put together at Bandura with our platform can help to solve all or a portion of these problems. So how do we do that? We do it with an all-in-one solution that automates the acquisition, deployment, and enforcement of cyber intelligence. As you know, we have a cloud-based layer where we aggregate and integrate cyber intelligence. This includes the out-of-the-box cyber intelligence we provide, tens of millions of indicators from leading commercial sources, for example, Webroot, Domain Tools, to name a few, high-quality open source feeds, government feeds like Department of Homeland Security, State of Missouri SOC. From an industry perspective, because that threat cyber intelligence is very important as well, for our customers that are members of ISACs and ISAOs, we make it very easy for you to integrate that cyber intelligence into the platform. And then speaking of integrations, if you are using enterprise threat intelligence from folks like Recorded Future or Insights, or if you're using a threat intelligence platform like Threat Connect, Anomaly, Threat Quotient, we have built integrations with those systems as well. And then, overall, our goal is we're an open platform. We want to make it very easy for you to integrate cyber intelligence from any source, whether that's using those out-of-the-box integrations or the connectors we provide around kind of a basic IPv4 address list, STIX taxi. You see on the bottom the Cyber Intelligence Marketplace, which we'll get into in a second here with some of our newer partners. So making all this cyber intelligence available to you, as many of you know, as our customers, we make it easy for you to enable that cyber intelligence through our cloud-based management portal, which many refer to as GMC. There, we also make it very easy for you to set up your policies. And our cloud-based service is then delivering the threat intelligence in real time down to our threat blockers, as well as the policies. Our threat blockers are sitting inline on the network. Typically, most customers have deployed those in front of their firewalls. And we're looking at that inbound and outbound traffic and making an allow or deny decision based off all the cyber intelligence in there, as well as based on GeoIP and autonomous system number. You can see kind of the three versions of threat blockers. Threat blocker on top is our on-premise. That's the kind of the traditional solution, which many customers have deployed. That's our software on a physical piece of commercial off-the-shelf hardware. We also have a VMware capability for on-prem. Threat Blocker Cloud, at the end of last year, we launched Threat Blocker Cloud for AWS. We'll be launching Threat Blocker Cloud for Azure soon. And then Threat Blocker Anywhere is a remote hosted service. It's an as a service model. Obviously, with COVID, has really accelerated remote workers and users coming from work from home environments. And this is kind of a way to address that. But our goal and our strategy really is to be everywhere users are, and that whether that's on-prem, cloud environments, multi-cloud, and remote users. And our threat blockers are not only protecting your networks, they're also generating a lot of great data that flows out to SIEM systems, as well as our GMC dashboard to give you a high-level look at your security posture. So with that, we're going to pivot here and talk about Cyber Intelligence Marketplace, which we announced last week. Which we announced on Monday. Very excited about this. A lot of great work and effort has been put into this. I'll preface it by saying that to us, data is a critical part of our strategy, right? We believe defending against cyber threats is a volume game. There's a lot more attacks, attackers, and you need a lot of cyber intelligence to be able to protect yourself. We also use the word cyber intelligence because it's not just about threats, right? It's also about allowing known good traffic at scale. And so one of the things you've seen from us is adding a lot more automated allowed lists for popular web services like Google, Microsoft, Apple, MailChimp, and others. Also, what you see here from a data perspective, it's not just about kind of data we're providing, but it's also about the valuable data our platform is generating and allowing you to export that data out via syslog to SIEMs like Splunk, IBM QRadar, and Gravwell. But the focus on Marketplace really gets back to that cyber intelligence data. And that's what we announced. So what is Cyber Intelligence Marketplace? It's a marketplace where you can easily discover, evaluate, and acquire cutting-edge cyber intelligence from leading providers. And you can use this to protect your networks, data, and users wherever they are. It also allows you to benefit from automated curation and management of all your cyber intelligence in one easy-to-use cloud-based interface. And this allows you to really kind of scale with your needs. Importantly, you're going to be able to instantly deploy this data across your network in real time. And it's going to really kind of improve your network protection from that perspective. So as far as our marketplace launch, existing partners are an important part of that. So we've had longstanding partnerships, for example, with Domain Tools, who's a leader in domain name and DNS-based cyber threat intelligence. So we've had a domain hot list, a malicious domain list we've offered for a number of years now. There's a new IP hot list that'll be coming soon, and we'll have more to say about that in the next few weeks. We've also had a longstanding partnership with Proofpoint and providing their IP reputation, domain reputation. Proofpoint has been one of certainly our most popular kind of add-on premium threat feed. Lots of our customers have adopted this because it's adding significant value, providing a lot of great protection from malware, phishing, command and control, Tor exit nodes. And then every customer of ours gets Webroot. Webroot's BrightCloud IP reputation is a core component of our threat lists, and that has 4 million IPs across 18 different threat categories: botnets, command and control, Tor anonymizer, and others. So these existing partners are an important foundation to our marketplace launch. On that front, we are also pleased that we announced an expanded partnership with Domain Tools. So Domain Tools Threat Intelligence is now available as part of every Bandura subscription, and that's going to provide all of our customers increased protection from phishing, malware, and spam threats. And as I previously mentioned, be on the lookout for a new IP hot list that will be available to all as part of all of our subscriptions as well. and we'll be providing you more details on that in the coming weeks. Also, we were excited to launch new partners. So as part of our launch partners, we have 4 new cyber intelligence partners we've announced. Bambanet Consulting is a leading provider of cyber intelligence. They've been around for a very long time. They're led by industry veteran John Bambanek, and they're used by thousands of customers all over the world. 3 kind of offerings that you would get by subscribing to that feed: a sinkhole IP feed, domain generation algorithm feed to protect against DGA infrastructure, and then a malware domain feed that uses machine learning to find malicious domains associated with malware. Cyjax is out of the UK. Cyjax is a great provider of threat intelligence, newer on the scene, and we're really pleased to be able to provide a threat intel feed that is a validated feed of IP and domain indicators that has been discovered by the great research team over at Cyjax. Intel 471 is a great provider of threat intel. They really come at it from a differentiated perspective, looking at the adversary and adversary infrastructure. And we're pleased to be offering a feed there with really kind of high confidence and timely indicators associated with banking Trojans, info stealers, loaders, spam bots, and ransomware. And then last but certainly not least, Malware Patrol, great threat intelligence specialist, a lot of great data around ransomware, malware, command and control, phishing. And you'll see that Malware Patrol has actually 2 feeds available on the marketplace: Malware Patrol Essentials, which is more of an IP denied list, and then Malware Patrol Enterprise, which includes both IPs and domains for the threat categories you see there, and also has an expanded group of threat categories. So just a quick flyby on all these partners. You're going to hear a lot more in the coming weeks in terms of getting to know our partners, because we're going to be hosting many webinars with each of these partners. We'll also be doing blogs as well. And right now, if you want to learn more, you can go to our banduracyber.com, click on integrations, click on commercial. And for all of these providers, you'll find a data sheet. Just click to learn more. And there's more information about these great threat intel providers and what they're offering. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Marie Knight, who's going to give you a demo of Cyber Intelligence Marketplace.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I'm super excited to be here to give you a quick run through of our marketplace and to show you the wonderful user experience that we built for you, so you can have quick access to these wonderful feeds that Todd just went through. Give me one second. Okay. So to access the marketplace, you'll simply go to our Global Management Center, GMC. You'll log in with your user account. And we now have the marketplace listing over here in our left-hand navigation under policies. And if that wasn't obvious enough to you, we kind of highlight this here with our little new icon here. So you simply just need to click on this marketplace option, and you'll see the available listings that Todd just went through and described. For anything that is out of the box, it'll simply display without any sort of little icons here in the right corner, just like you see here on this domain tools listing here. For all of our premium feeds, that'll be noted by this little $sign, and that's just to indicate to you that a subscription purchase is required. I'm going to walk through the user experience for both an out-of-the-box feed and a premium feed. I'm going to start with domain tools. You simply just click on that listing and you'll see a description of what that feed entails. And you'll see here that this is free to our users, and you simply just need to click the enroll button. Again, just making you aware that this is free to you, and simply click enroll. And you get a little message here saying thank you, and that feed will be available to you immediately. So all you need to do is go over to your domain denied list, and that feed will be available in that list, and then it's up to you to enable when you're ready to enable. Any feeds that you enroll or subscribe to are not enabled by default. Those are all disabled by default, so you will need to go into your list and just click that enabled checkbox, and I'll show that to you after I go through the next one. So after I made that purchase, you'll see that there's is now on the domain tools listing, there is a little blue checkmark icon over here in the right corner. And this is just letting you know that you subscribed to this feed already. So if you come back a few days later and you forgot that you had already subscribed to this, you'll know that that is now available to you. Now I'm going to walk through a paid subscription. I will not be using one of our partners here that is available to you. We have a nice little generic feed here. It's the feed. It's very exciting. Click on this list and again, you'll see a description, but on this one, you'll see the price that is associated with it. And our premium feed terms are based on a couple things. One, it's based on the total throughput of your ThreatBlocker subscriptions, as well as the end date of your ThreatBlocker subscriptions. So when you click on the purchase button here, you'll see again that number that you saw on the previous screen, but you'll also see that with that annual subscription cost. So in terms of this exciting, the feed, our premium partner here, it is an annual cost of $1,000, but we're showing you the prorated cost of what it costs today based on, again, your ThreatBlocker throughput and the end date of your ThreatBlocker subscriptions. So once you're ready to make this purchase, we do have the terms and conditions. There's terms and conditions for each individual fee. This is available here. It's hyperlinked. And if you click on that, it'll take you over. I'm just showing here our Bandera privacy policy, but for each individual partner, it will take you to either a PDF or a page on our partner's website to go through their terms and conditions. So once you read and agree to that and agree to the pricing, you simply click on this little checkbox here to acknowledge and click the purchase button. And upon purchasing, your account will be invoiced. There's no need to enter any credit card data or whatnot. It's just a simple, it's purchased, your account will be invoiced, and those feeds are available to you. So our message states here where you can go. So for our premium partner feed, there was an IPv4 list and a domain list available. So if I go over here to my lists, I will see my premium partner feed here. And again, not enabled by default, but simply just need to click that checkbox and confirm that I do want to enable that, and that will be enabled. And then I can go over to my domain denied list, and I will see my premium partner feed that, sorry, I had enabled this before and forgot to turn that off. But again, you'll just have to enable that on your own. There is one exception that I just do want to point out. If you do choose to purchase our Proofpoint feed that is available in the marketplace, upon purchase, the threat list is immediately available, but you will be hearing from our customer success team, who will be contacting you with an API key that is needed, as well as some additional instructions to appropriately configure that for your needs. So that is the marketplace. So I'm going to hand this back over to Todd. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Marie. So first, before I go through the summary, if there's questions you have, use the Q&A button and throw them out there, and we'll be happy to ask those. We actually have a few I see in the queue already. But to summarize things, at Bandera, we fundamentally believe that defending against today's threats, it's a volume game. Right. And that requires organizations to use cyber intelligence from multiple sources, but it also goes back to that autonomous, right? In order to scale, you need to use kind of automation. That's critical. Our focus is allowing you to easily access, deploy, and enforce using massive volumes of cyber intelligence from all of these multiple sources. And we're really excited with the launch of Cyber Intelligence Marketplace because it's providing our customers with even greater access to high quality cyber intelligence data from leading providers. And you can easily use this to improve protection of your networks. From a Bandera perspective, and when you think about our platform, and we hear great feedback from our customers around kind of simplicity and flexibility and a fast ROI, there's a few things I want to highlight here. And if you look at the top, we have an acronym we're using called EASY, not spelled the exact right way, but it works. It starts with enforcement, right? Our ability to block up to 150 million threat indicators in real time. It's not just about blocking known bad, it's about also allowing known good at scale with our automated allowed lists. And we're adding a valuable layer of network protection for our customers while also improving their performance and allowing their existing security controls to do a better job because they're able to inspect cleaner traffic. Automation is critical, right? So all the cyber intelligence data we're providing is constantly updated, all the policies And that's done in real time, which means that your protection is always current. And the way, we built this is it's really kind of plug and play and allows you to scale your security efforts without really adding significant resources on your side. And we also allow you to free up your resources to focus on higher level work. Simplicity, ease of use has been a long-standing kind of value of our platform and feedback we've heard from our customers over the years. And again, making it really easy for organizations to acquire and deploy cyber intelligence without needing extensive resources. Many of you know, right, we're very easy to deploy and very simple to manage as well. And then the intelligence is critical, right? Providing tens of millions of out-of-the-box indicators as part of our subscriptions. We're now providing access to more premium cyber data feeds through the marketplace. And we also make it very easy for you to add cyber intelligence from any source and to do that in an automated way. So with that, we'd love to say thank you for joining us. And at this time, we're going to open it up to questions. So I mentioned we do have a few questions that have come in. So the first one is, do we have the ability to evaluate or trial cyber intelligence feeds on the marketplace? The short answer is you will. That feature is coming soon, and we'll have more to say about that in the near future, but you will have the ability to try out and evaluate cyber intelligence feeds before you purchase them. Second question, once I purchase a threat feed on the marketplace, how long does it take for me to gain access to that? So it's really immediately in real time, with the one exception that Marie talked about with Proofpoint on the domain denied list. That takes a little bit more time. And then there's another question. Do you plan to offer more feeds in your marketplace? And the answer is yes. So we have other offerings we're working on. One thing I'd like to stress with Marketplace too is, as you see with kind of domain tools in there, which is free, and you see others that are premium or paid for, not all of the feeds in Marketplace are going to require additional fees or subscriptions, right? So you're going to see a mix of free cyber intelligence feeds in there, as well as premium offerings, and we're going to expand those over time. Another thing I'd love to emphasize is we are an open platform. So to the degree there's a threat intelligence or cyber intelligence feed you've purchased and are using today, we're happy to work with you on ways to integrate that into our platform. As you know, we're very easy to integrate. So there's lots of different ways to get cyber intelligence data into our platform. So we'd love to work with you there. If there's cyber intelligence feeds or other systems you'd like us to integrate with that we don't today, just let us know, because we're always looking to expand. As I mentioned, to us, data is a key strategic differentiator. It's a key area of focus. We're all about it. And so the more data we can provide access to, the better. Are there any other questions? Great. So a few kind of closing comments. So first, thank you for joining us. As I mentioned, from a resource perspective, you can go to the integrations page to learn more about our marketplace partners. There's also a blog we published earlier this week that talks about the marketplace. And then be on the lookout also for upcoming webinars, mini webinars and blogs with each of our partners. Those will start next week and continue through August. And then you will also find on our support site very shortly some frequently asked questions. And if you all have questions, feel free to email support, customer success at Bandura, and we're here to help. So with that, I'd like to thank you for your time and have a great afternoon.